Hey guys, I'm back again. I know I just live streamed a little bit earlier in the week, but I'm trying to get onto a regular schedule and I'm trying to decide what day I'm going to be doing that on. I'm sorry for my voice right now. I am a little bit sick, so it's going to sound kind of weird for the next little bit, possibly into next week because I think I'm just starting this bug that's been going around at work. Anyways, I have a few things to do. Open up today. I just went down to pick up something from my post box in the United States. So I just made a quick trip down there to ship some things out, pick some things up, and I just wanted to share with you guys, excuse me, what I had picked up. Let me just see here. So I kind of went down. There were several boxes, and I just kind of shoved everything in here. I mean, one thing I did purchase was a set of lashes that I bought that's just replacing a couple of old lashes. You've probably seen me wear them on this channel before. Um, and I think I didn't bring them in. Hmm. Hmm. They're probably sitting in my backpack right now. So we'll just start with the rest of the other stuff. Hopefully my mic now is a little bit better. I've been trying a few adjustments on a few things just to see if I can get the sound quality a little bit better and the volume a bit louder without having to actually take it into a video editor and boosting it. So the first thing I bought were these. Yeah, more you recognize. If you saw my last live stream, it's very similar packaging here. I'm umming and ahhing a lot today. I purchased this from somebody online because they're sold out on the website. Oh, excuse me. From Kraken again. And it's one of their, not their latest sets, but one of their newer ones. But again, you get a little pouch. It has this little Kraken logo on it. Again, I'm probably not going to use these pouches because they only really fit one set, and I usually run around with a couple. Um, Anyways, this is kind of a new style that they're going with. I don't know if this kind of set they're going to be producing for all of their upcoming sets in the future, but essentially, here I've got the box lit out for you guys to see this time. More dice. We have a giant D20, two D20s, four D6s, and a new thing that's I've only really seen them do is this D2, which is basically their Kraken logo on one side and then the number one on the other side. As you can see, it's like this lovely kind of pearlescent marbled green and black color. It's also got the pearlescent's quite glittery as well. It's marked in gold. I can see there's a little bit of issue with the gold paint in this one, and I don't know if that's because I bought it secondhand from somebody or what, but um, I can easily fix that. It's not a problem. So this is the D20. It also has a Kraken logo here for the 20. Again, lovely green and black swirlies. And this is the large one, the large D20, again with the Kraken logo for their thingy, for their 20. And just as a size comparison, here we go. We have the large one here and the small one there. So this set is called Black Magic Emerald because this one's green. They came out with 5 total colors. So they have ruby, which is the red, sapphire, the blue, amethyst is the purple, and topaz is the yellow. So if you're really into, I don't know, customizing your dice and you want themed dice and you want like maybe Harry Potter dice or something like that, totally doable. I don't know if you would consider Ravenclaw blue or purple, but you can always choose depending on how you prefer it. I'm going to check these out for a test run tomorrow when I'm gaming with my friends because we'll be playing Pathfinder. So you don't typically need the 2d8, the 2d20, sorry, but we are at a high enough level that we're getting 2 attacks a turn, so that makes it pretty handy. I don't think I'll need 3. I'm not playing a fighter. But we'll see how this works. I kind of like the bigger die, and one, I know that people are getting older, so, you know, easier to see the numbers, but two, I just like it. It's just big and baller. I don't know. Anyways, if you haven't already guessed, I am quite active in the gaming scene. I am pretty much a nerd. Whether that's in terms of, you know, looking things up and learning about things, or just like gaming, tabletop gaming, board gaming, LARPing, whatever you want to call. I do quite a bit of things. I have like a ton of hobbies. So this is kind of like just one facet of one of the hobbies that I do. For those interested, though, I am going to be starting to run some D&D games in 5th edition, probably because it's an easier rule set to pick up, because it is simplified for over, say, something like Pathfinder, which is very, very rich in the setting and lore and everything like that, but also there are quite a bit of rules. And 5th edition tends just to be a little bit easier to pick up for people who are new, or for people who are learning a new edition. And let's just go into this now. So we're just going to go into the rest of my dice here. I will post up a picture on Instagram of my dice haul and also the lashes as well. Anyways, unfortunately, I already opened these up because there was too many boxes and I didn't want to deal with it. So when you open up a box, and these are from Kraken dice. Now, when you open up a box from Kraken dice, typically you'll have tissue with the Kraken logo sticker on it just to keep it closed. It'll come with some crinkly paper, like the shredded nest paper that you sort of see at Easter time, in varying colors. I've had it come in black. I've had it come in, this time it was, I think, teal colored. So we're going to go ahead and open this up and pull it out. So I did purchase one more mystery set, so that should be all of my mystery sets. I don't think I bought any more. And then I have just too many bags of dice. So I'm just going to set these aside here. And last time I totally forgot to show everybody the stickers that I got. But again, here's the tissue paper. I don't normally keep the wrapping just because I don't have the space for it, and I don't really see a point in keeping it unless I'm going to reuse it to do other stuff, right? So again, I'm going to show you the stickers. So we have the Kraken sticker, which is their logo, which is kind of cool. It doesn't have their actual name on it, so you could use it for other things. Stickers are kind of fun. I like to just stick them on books and stuff, especially my sketchbooks, just because I can tell the difference between all of them, because I tend to stick to one type of sketchbook, or I should say I tend to stick to 3 types of sketchbooks, and they're all different size. They're 3 different sizes, but they typically are all the same brand, the same size, the same color. So this helps me differentiate which ones are which. So the next thing I got are these stickers here. Run D&D and Geek Life. It's kind of like normal life, but there are dragons, which is kind of true. So I don't know if I will actually use these ones, but I might give them away to people at my D&D games. I probably am thinking about doing a giveaway with some of the dice, just because I did buy a couple of extra sets in case I didn't like some of the other sets, but I was intending to buy a couple extra sets anyways, just so that I could share them with people because I like dice. Anyways, these are the last 2 stickers I got, which is, these are glitter, so they seem to be pretty well stuck on there. There's no glitter transfer. So these are textured. So there's a pink Kraken glitter sticker and a tealy blue color Kraken sticker. As you can see, very sparkly. Almost more sparkly than my nails that I just did last night. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Alright, so if you guys want to see eventually some giveaways on this channel, I think dice, stickers, and a few other odds and ends are probably going to end up being on the docket there. And let's go with the yellow bag first. Again, Kraken charm. Now the interesting thing is that I found out about Kraken when they had their Kickstarter last April, I think. And so I kickstarted that, and I never went back to the website until later when I found out about a couple of releases that had already passed but were completely beautiful sets of dice. I think it was the Cotton Candy, which is a blue pink pearlescent marble swirl, gold numbering, limited edition, numbered. I think they only did, I want to say 500 sets or 800 sets. I think that was it. It could have been less. I am not sure. Anyways, I found a whole bunch of other dice I liked on that site, and only recently I've learned that there's been a bunch of complaints about the company, and I've done some research into some of the things. I can't find a whole ton of information online, so for me, I'm just going to personally just pick the dice that I like from the dice companies that I like. I've been purchasing a bunch of dice from a bunch of different companies, some of which I won't see the dice for a while, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is the set that I was really excited for, that I originally purchased the dice off the dice site. And that's this set here. Not sure if you can see it very well, but it is called Unicorn Poop, and basically it is a pastel layered dice with purple, blue, yellow, and pink with gold lumbering. Again, it's this new style of set of dice, which is really geared towards 5th edition Pathfinder. So you have 2 D20s. Again, we have the Kraken logo on it. If my camera will focus, there we go. Both are on the purple side of the die. I've seen these re-inked online, and I can see why people would want to change the color of the numbering on the dice, just because it does give it a more contrast, and you can see the numbers better. So here's what the D2 looks like. So that's purple on the front. Then you have all the colors layered. So these are very thin layers on here, but it does look pretty cute because you can see a lot of layers wrapping around the edges. You've got your 4D6s. Now it's interesting because a little bit marked up. I don't think you'll be able to see this, but there are a couple of scratches on there, but I'm just going to give it a good polish. But I did see some people who ended up with some sets where you could see where some of the color bled a little much. So I don't know how they feel. Oh, here's one. So I have a D6 here. And if you can see right at the top here, at the purple, there's a little dot of yellow. So there's some color mix. It doesn't bother me all too much, just because I have several of these, but they are kind of marked up. So I'm going to give these a good rub with the polishing cloth that I have. But I do like these. Like, they're very cute. Now, I think I mentioned it in the last video that Kraken does resell some dice, but these ones for sure are their own just because of the Kraken logo and the fact that they got their D2. So I guess they call them their Kraken originals. So I don't think I'll be buying regular dice off their site for the most part now that I've learned that, because I've been finding you can find a lot of those other dice elsewhere. So pretty much I'm just going to pick up the Kraken originals that I kind of like. Anything that I don't really like, I'm just going to leave to the wayside. Alright, so that is one set of dice, another set of dice. This was the one I was really looking forward to, along with the green set that I just showed you. So everything from this point on is pretty much, if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't, I'll trade them away or sell them or give them away at some point when I get a larger audience on this channel. If I get a larger audience on this channel. Alright. Dark brown bag. Again, there's the Kraken charm. And let's open these up. Oh. So these velvet bags are kind of leaving little fuzzies on the dice. Let me just wipe these off real quick. But here is another Kraken original set that I ordered to match with the Unicorn Poop. I wasn't sure if I was going to like these dice, to be perfectly honest, because they're not really my color set scheme, but I've seen other pictures of the dice online that look good together with them because they are another layered dice. Again, it's another one of these sets with the 2D20s, 4D6s, and a D2 on top of the regular polyhedrals you'll usually get into a set. So this one here is brown, a coffee sort of milky latte brown, I guess you could call it, a cream, and then a pastel pink. This one is called Neapolitan, like the ice cream. It's part of the ice cream series. I'm not sure why they call it the ice cream series, other than it kind of follows the color scheme a bit. So their D2 is a bit more defined just because there's fewer color, one less color in it. All in all, pretty good again. I don't see any color spots on the D6s or any of the other dice. They are a little, again, there's a few scratch marks and stuff on that, and I don't know if that's really from use, from transit. Oh, that's interesting. The 3, there's like a little bump in the 3, and you can see it there. I'm not sure if something got caught in there, but that should be easy enough to clean out. I do intend on changing the colors on these, I think, if I keep them. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Alright, I still have a lot of dice to go through. I'm trying to not have these videos go quite as long as they have been. The last one went for quite some time, and I don't think you guys want to sit through really long sets. So here's the other brown one. This is probably the other original Kraken set that I have. I think the other 2 are not. Yeah, I'm right. So this is the other set that's in the layered ice cream series, and let's just go ahead here and show you guys. So this one's called Spumoni for obvious reasons. It is a brown, pastel pink, and a pastel mint color with gold writing. Again, I don't see any color bleed on these particular dice, so I'm just wondering if it was just happened with the unicorn poop, and they just didn't catch them all, because often they'll put out B grade stuff. So, and that's usually the catch-all where they have some color mixing that wasn't supposed to happen or other things. This set doesn't look quite as, you know, it doesn't look scratched up like the other 2 were, so I think that's fine. It might be a transit thing, it might just be a production thing, I don't know. You really can't see the scratches unless you look really looking. Again, 2 D20s, the D2, and the 46. So this is a 13-piece set, I think? No, 12-piece set. This set I actually like better than the Neapolitan. I think I just like the mint. I don't know why. Alright. From what I've heard, for the most part, though, that these set are pretty balanced. Or all of the Kraken dice are pretty balanced, and they roll pretty randomly. So if you're concerned about that, you can go ahead and test it. Do the saline test with it. But from what I've heard from other people who have tested them, they are fairly random. Alright. Blue bag. Navy blue. I actually really like this color. I may in the future just make myself a bigger bag, but I think these will all fit into my current Ted Baker bag. Oh, so these are one of the sets that you can buy from a bunch of different companies there, because they're just resold dice. They're quite pretty though. They're this sort of translucent, and they also have a purple and blue color marbling to them, swirl with gold pips. There's no sparkle or anything. It's just a translucent die with color spun into it, I think is what you would say. They're pretty good. They are HD dice, which is a wholesaler, and they only really sell wholesale. So you have to. The only way to get these dice is through retailers that resell. So I mean, if I'm picking up an order from Kraken, then yeah, sure. But I think I may just pass in the future unless I'm already ordering things. That being said, I am probably not going to be ordering a ton of new dice in the future unless some of their more or less frequently updated stock items restock. Now, a lot of people have been kind of Oh, here we go. So again, sorry, this is the last set, I think. Oh, other than the mystery set. So we saw these last time. These are the Candyland dice. It's a translucent sparkle. They look really good in bright lights or in daylight, but unless, if you have, especially if you have a dark table or dark background, they look fairly unsaturated, I guess you could say, like dull. Probably the best word for it. They look kind of dull if they're not in bright light or on a lighter background. So I do like the sparkle in them. So I will probably end up keeping one of these sets, but I will probably be trading away or giving away the other set depending on how well things go. Sorry again. I keep on like having issues with my throat. All right, time to open up the mystery pack. Dun, 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 dun. So part of me is like just opening everything up on here just because, one, I miss a lot of my friends, and two, they're all doing fun stuff this weekend. I have a whole bunch of friends over at Intercon. I think it's Intercon, which is a gaming convention, LARP convention. And for those people who aren't familiar with LARP, it's just live action role playing. It's funny because people kind of balk at that term, but the thing is that most people have done live action role playing at some point in their life, whether that's a practice session for, you know, a course that they're doing. Team building exercises sometimes require you to do it. Murder and mystery parties. That's live action role playing right there. So, yeah. This is the mystery pack. Oh, alright. Not my favorite colors, I'm gonna say. So, this is the mystery set dice. I'm sure other people would like this. It's a pearlescent marble. And I'm not sure if it will focus on it. There we go. And it's got gray and orange. It's quite striking, but I'm not a big orange fan, to be perfectly honest. As much as I like Halloween. There's a time and place for it, but I am not sure about these dice. For me, at least. I am such a girly girl when it comes to dice. I like sparkles. I do like pearlescence, and I do like glitter, but I tend to stick to more like the purple and blue range, the green range. It's weird. I do like a lot of colors, but this one's probably not high on my list. So this you might see up for trade or to be given away at some later date. Da-da-da. So all in all, I think I'm really happy with the Black Magic set. I'm really happy with the Unicorn Poop set, even though I need to do some work with it just to get it up to par. I haven't really bought a whole bunch of other sets from other companies. So I do have a set of Chessex dice. They're the old glitter, and I only recently found out about old glitter Chessex dice. And I found out, I think, only a couple of weeks ago the difference. So I've had these dice from a long time ago. They were a gift from a friend for Christmas, I believe, and I've just kind of kept them in the box somewhere, and I've only recently started using them, but they are really, really pretty dice. I just don't really know too much about the Chessex dice. I've only really started researching about dice since I started purchasing Kraken dice, but the old glitter dice for the Borealis Chessex dice are very, very... The difference is subtle but noticeable. It's chunkier glitter. It's a little less sheeny, glossy sort of glitter. And it's generally seen by the trading community and the collection community as more collectible, rarer, better, because I don't know. But I do prefer the old glitter. It does look more like what I would prefer in a dice. So I have no idea where I was going with that. You can tell I'm not feeling well. Anyways, so besides the Chessex Borealis dice and these Black Magic and the Unicorn Poop, and probably that Spumoni set. Those will probably become some of my mainstay staples. I think for the character that I'm playing in this Pathfinder game tomorrow, I'll probably end up kind of using these black magic dice because it suits her. She's a rogue, she's a poison crafter, she's a master of poison. Kind of makes sense. And then I think if I was going to get a matching set to go with this, I would probably try to get. There's a set called Absinthe or maybe Fairy Dust. Fairy Dust is like this kind of pale minty green, and it's part of the Mystics line, which is translucent with pearl or glitter swirl through it. I think Absinthe is the same. I can't remember right now. Anyways, I think this has probably been going on for quite some time. I'm going to probably call it there. But thanks again for watching. I'm rillystar. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And I will hopefully see you guys soon. I think Thursdays might be the day where I'm just going to live stream whatever it is I'm doing. Probably playing some video games pretty badly and dying. We'll see. Anyways, thanks again. Bye now.